Okay. Let's see how bad it's gotten. How bad I've let it get. Oh my God. Jesus. Jesus Christ. All right. Hello, welcome back. I'm Eric Kane. And it's been a while. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I always say this. I'm terrible at this. I want to do better. I think what's been really messing me up with staying consistent on this channel is that I've basically, been, I would say, since late 2020, and then onward, I've been in kind of this very deep depression that that is, has been punctuated with moments of feeling better, but overall it's the pandemic stuff with my work at Forbes, like when they put the paywall up and my income basically just collapsed. I know a lot of YouTubers are familiar with how income can just be totally screwed over with the flip of a switch, and that's kind of what happened to me. I've got a teenage daughter, and that it just naturally comes with a lot of issues, but there have been an extreme amount of issues during the pandemic and then getting back into school. And for anyone who can relate to that, I give you my deepest condolences. It's your sweet little girl turns into a teenage girl, and we've just that's been a journey. I won't say more than that, but and then on top of all of that, just conflict with with like my ex, and then my girlfriend of the last 7.5 years and I broke up earlier this year. So there's been like a parade of shit. And that I guess I just haven't coped with it well. Put on weight, drank too much during the pandemic. Yes, many people did, but anyways, this is really hit my ability to focus, really hit my ability to write, to make videos, to do anything at all, except for like try to not go down that spiral and into that funk and into that depression. I don't like being depressed. I don't think it's glamorous. I think there's a lot of people who sort of like talk about their mental health issues like it's sort of like who they are and they're part of a community and they wear that as a badge of honor. But depression fucking sucks. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Depression and just all the bullshit that it comes with, like lethargy, lack of self-confidence, weight gain, anxiety, yada, yada, yada. That's no fun. So what am I doing about it? Last year in 2021, I managed, I think I did about 4 months total of total sobriety. Longest stretch was 75 days, and still managed to drink more than I probably ever have. It's not really like this crazy thing like going out and just being wild or anything. It's just like drinking every day. It becoming this habit, and it's alcohol's addictive. So what can I say? Like it's even I don't really believe in alcoholics. Like you're just programmed to be that way. Most people I don't think are like just programmed to be that way. But like it's pretty easy when you consume something that's physically and psychologically addictive to become addicted to it. But lately I've been thinking like, holy shit, how did I become Robert Baratheon? Like when I was young and I was reading Game of Thrones, I thought, I'm like Jon Snow or like Eddard Stark. Like I want to be one of these heroic characters who's like tough and badass and like, gets the girls and like is noble and all the heroic things, right? When you're young, you're full of yourself. I look in the mirror now and I'm like, oh, well, you're Robert Baratheon. You're out of shape. You're overweight. You drink too much. You eat too much. I mean, shit. If I was a king, I would probably be the whoring type, you know? So I just, is bad. It's bad. And I don't like it. I don't like that about myself. I don't like that I've become this sort of, this person with so little self-discipline and who just lets themselves go. And, you know, I'm drinking bone broth. I'm doing the whole like low carb thing right now for the last few days. Off, no alcohol, zero alcohol. I went to Orange Theory this is my rest day, but the 3 days before, and I'm super sore. So yeah, not that anyone gives a shit, honestly, but I just thought this would be a good little life update. I'm going to try to start making videos regularly. We have exciting things coming up. I've dropped the ball so much this year, like in terms of writing and video creation. I've wanted to, you know, cover shows episodically, write episodic reviews of like Severance, Better Call Saul, Westworld, The Boys. All of these I just sort of flaked out on. Totally just a depressive thing, just my funk taking over. But we have House of the Dragon, we have the new Game of Thrones, or I'm sorry, the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power coming up. We've got lots of video games coming out. It's been a pretty dry year, but it's the busy season, so the new Call of Duty's coming out. I would like to start covering things more rigorously and regularly, and so these are my I call them my August resolutions. I am trying to turn the ship around, get in shape, get my head clear, get it on straight, and just get back into this game and start producing more content and better content and more consistent content. So this is day 4 for me. Thursday, Friday, so yeah, day 4. I'm on day 4 of this. What I want to call it a challenge. I don't want to call it a diet. I want to call it, I want to try to do a lifestyle change. Because, I'm 41 now. I'm not a spring chicken, but I'm also not super old. Like there's plenty, lots of people in their 40s can get into great shape. Look at David Harbour. He lost 80 pounds and he's older than me and was just as fat, if not more so. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm fatter now. I'm at my worst weight right now, so it's bad. Anyways, okay, that's it. I did want to mention just real quick. I wrote a post about video game journalist Ben Kuchera, who had a little bit of a Twitter meltdown the other day. And Kuchera and I have a little bit of Twitter history. I made that tweet many years ago, say it to my face, Ben, when he was kind of going off on me. Him and a bunch of game journalists were trying to get me fired because I linked to an emulator in one of my posts. And I was in the hospital with my kid who had pneumonia at the time. So this was a very stressful experience for me. And I really, it was sort of I was pretty new to video game journalism, so it was formative for me. I lost a lot of respect for a lot of people in this business. And, but Kuchera's little Twitter meltdown accusing Polygon of firing him because he wanted to take off work because his kids were sexually abused. Even though I have no love for Kuchera, I just wanted to say, as I talk about my own depression and this bullshit I've been dealing with and how awful it is and dealing with, some awful things that have happened with my family, I can't help but have some empathy for his family and what they must be going through. And having panic attacks, having mental breakdowns, dealing with depression and anxiety, all that stuff really sucks, and I hope he gets help. And, I don't even know what to believe. His tweets were all over the place. And he even got into the whole game journalism is corrupt thing, which was super ironic. And I don't even know what to say. But yeah, anyways, that's all I got to say for now. Gonna make some more videos. Peace.